In the olden days, the word August was used to mean impressive. That's what we're hoping for this next month's collection of game releases. Of course, you can never truly know what you're getting until a game drops, but many of these titles have already impressed us with their slick trailers, fancy screenshots and creative twists on familiar formulas. Home run! So why not slap on a pair of Astro A30s, block out the world for a moment and join us for a ride through the August games of August.
Wow.
If they disappoint her, I will hunt down these free gunners and I will speak to them very sternly.
May the 4th might have been and gone, but August is bookended by Star Wars games. The first is Bounty Hunter, which tells the origin story of everyone's third favourite Mandalorian. Jango Fett is the guy who became the genetic template for all those clones in the movies. So if you haven't met him before, chances are you've encountered someone with most of the same DNA. In this remaster of the 2002 game from LucasArts, you guide Jango through the events that led up to Attack of the Clones. Events which, from the look of it, involved an awful lot of shootouts and jetpack airtime.
I am the best. Always was.
For extra Tatooine vibes, look no further than Dustborn. In this sci-fi adventure, you travel across the desert with a ragtag crew and a robot. Only this galaxy isn't far, far away. It's North America in the near future. You're transporting a package across the country and the robot is driving your tour bus.
According to the signs, there's a campsite coming up.
Is there a coffee shop?
It's a campsite, Gnome, not the Embarcadero.
If you like Skyrim's dragon shouts, you'll be pleased to know that words have real destructive power in Dustborn.
You're a loser. How badly did you screw up to get here?
You'll use them to manipulate people in conversations and to flatten your enemies in combat. Oh yeah, did we mention the package is stolen and the owners want it back? They really want it back.
I suggest we treat this as a warm-up gig. At least no one's paying to hear us. Huh? How bad can it be?
I regret every choice that led me here.
Visions of Mana offers a very different sort of road trip through a world of floating islands and talking trees. Magic floods these lands, but it requires a sacrifice. At the beginning of the game, a childhood friend from your village is chosen to give up their soul to the Mana Tree. It's your role as a soul guard to get her there safely, and maybe start to doubt your mission along the way. The Mana series has a long history of fast and dynamic combat, and while that's commonplace in JRPGs today, Visions of Mana still stands out for its vivid elemental showdowns.
We all have our individual roles to play, ways of life. All of these affect the future. And I am proud to be the bearer of such an important mission for those who may come after.
When it comes to combat spectacle, however, one game is likely to have all the others beat in August. That's Black Myth Wukong. A Chinese action RPG that has been wowing us for years with its trailers. I mean, there's only one where Monkey Man picks what looks like a flaming toothpick out of his ear, only for it to instantly enlarge into a battle staff. You just don't get that in Dynasty Warriors. Beyond the eye-melting graphics and animation, Black Myth is an adaptation of an ancient Chinese novel, Journey to the West. The book's demons, ogres and animal spirits all provide plenty of inspiration for FromSoft-style boss monsters.
Oh, sweet destiny.
The first Steamworld Heist journeyed to the Wild West, where space cowboys faced off in turn-based battles. This sequel relocates the action to the ocean, but it still bears the hallmarks of its predecessor. Unlike other games in the genre, Steamworld Heist 2 gives you a manual aim when taking a shot. You're encouraged to ricochet your bullets off of walls and ceilings so that you can take out a target from around the corner. Or, better still, knock the hat clean off their head. That's the only kind of miss that feels more satisfying than a direct hit.
So gear up, lock and load, and get ready for the heist of a lifetime in Steamworld Heist 2.
There's one other sequel to a beloved indie classic coming in August, World of Goo 2. The original game was a physics adventure about building strange living scaffolding to cross gaps and ascend great heights. It was a huge hit and taught us to respect indie development in a time when we were less enlightened. This follow-up is immediately recognisable, full of beautiful bespoke levels that turn engineering into high drama. Not to mention slapstick comedy, as yet another creation topples sideways into disaster. Apparently, 15 years of progress in computing have enabled the developers to fit even more goo into this one.
What a beautiful world. Too bad they never made another one.
On the subject of long-awaited comebacks, here comes Concord. The supersonic plane hasn't flown for 20 years, but now, it's an online first-person shooter.
That wasn't the plan.
It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
That's fine. We like those too. While Concord doesn't resemble its namesake, it does look like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's thanks to a misfit collection of green-faced aliens and star children. You play as a spacefaring gun-for-hire and fight in a small team against fellow mercenaries.
I am developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
As in Overwatch, every character is built to provide a unique benefit to their squad mates, whether that's healing or blinding opponents. Mastering that shared strategy will be the name of the game. Well, not literally. The game's name is Concord, as discussed.
The crew is gathering. Would you like to join us for game night?
At last, we've completed the galactic loop and ended back at Star Wars.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
From the makers of The Division comes Outlaws, an open-world adventure set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Thank you, stranger.
Happy to help. And you can tell Gorak he owes K-Vess a ship.
You play as a scoundrel, which is not a role you'll find listed on any of the popular job search websites. There are traces of other Ubisoft games on show here. The stealth and distraction of Watch Dogs, as well as the free roaming of Assassin's Creed. But only in Outlaws can you explore the entire city of Mos Eisley, wandering beyond the edge of the sets seen in the movies. Maybe you'll work your way into the Hutt cartel. What could go wrong?
Okay, we're skipping that part.
Was that gaggle of games sufficiently August? Let us know in the comments. And if you're keen to get more recommendations from us in the future, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. That way, you'll know whenever Logitech G rocks up with a new video.
Is that it? It's over?
For now. We really need to leave.